The Black Fat Femme Podcast is a production of iHeartRadio and Dr. John Paul, LLC. Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Black Fat Femme Podcast, where all the intersections of identity are celebrated. I'm one of your hosts, Dr. John Paul, and I would like to know, who in the hell do I have to call to get folks on the West Coast to carry Bluebonnet ice cream? Because, it's a travesty. It's a travesty that... Joe, have you ever had Bluebonnet ice cream?
I'm having to fiercely Google. I said, who the fuck is Bluebonnet ice cream?
My God. Bluebonnet ice cream.
Where does one buy this?
My God.
Is it that good? It says high quality. Is that high quality?
Quality. TEA.
Okay.
It is the best ice cream I have ever had in my life. And see, and keep in mind, there is a Handles over by where I live. I go to Handles all the time. Thrifties, can't nobody touch Bluebonnet. It's just she's that girl. Okay. She is that girl. Okay. The flavors, just the taste, the creaminess. It gives every time. And I want to talk about, I was promised Bojangles on this side too. Niggas be lying. I ain't seen not one Bojangles out here on the West Coast. What is this? It's my money and I need it now. I want my Bluebonnet and I want my Bojangles that I have been promised. I want it now. But anyway, Queen Joho, how are you?
Oh, I feel like all the two-syllable foods just are not happening. Bluebonnet, Bojangles, like these just are not happening. They're just not happening for you. I'm mad for you. I riot alongside you because I want to try Bojangles. You talk about all the time, and I'm like, I want to.
When it opens in LA, Joe, we're gonna record our episode from there.
We're gonna go. Listen. A
live show from Bojangles.
We're like corporate. Guess what? We're period. I love that.
Amen.
And Bluebonnet. Now, ask a question about Bluebonnet. Is there a bonnet in the logo? Like, why is it called Bluebonnet?
I don't know. I had it once when I went to North Carolina, and I was sold.
They're like, okay, I'm like, bonnet. That's a very particular word, like, for different communities. So I'm like, it's a Bluebonnet because they were Amish.
Because they niggas? Like, yeah.
I need to know who is wearing the bonnet.
Yes.
Who's doing the ice cream. Like, who's out here churning this shit for me. That's all. Mm-hmm. Besides that, fam, it's Jordan or Joho if you're a homophone. And I say homophone, not homophobe, because fuck off to all homophobes in the first place. If you're a homophone, I'm here for you, girl. And I just...
What the hell is a homophone?
I had no idea. I'm sure it's some English grammar thing, right? It like homonym, homophone.
You know what? I made notes in our show flow and thought it was homophobe. And I was like, yeah, that makes something. Okay, homophone. Each of two or more words having the same pronunciation between meanings, origins, or spelling.
I did English in school. Yes.
New and new.
Okay, that's not new. Okay.
Yeah, that's new. Yes.
Yes. So I'm a homophone.
Okay, all right. I love that journey for us. I love it for all the homophones out there. Also, all the homos too. We love us some homos around here.
We love the homos.
We want to say that we are celebrating you. We know that this week has been hard for everybody. These last couple of weeks have been hard for everybody, but we definitely want to say that we are celebrating everybody that is here listening to us. But with that being said, we are very excited for us to introduce our guest this week. Now, we haven't had, we've had some icons around here that have come, and sat in our third seat, but we got another bright star who I have coined the iconic influencer, landscaper. They just doing all the things. They've been making waves with their joyful content, and I'm so grateful that our paths have crossed. You've seen them on TikTok making us laugh with their quick-witted videos, and just good sisterhood. You could just tell they're just a really good person. Yes. You have seen them on stage. You've seen them hosting for popular shows. One of their very popular TikTok shows is GAWD. Funny as hell, just funny as all get out. I love how quick people, like how just they take them off guard. It's just so fun. I had the pleasure to write about them for Intermore earlier this year, and I'm just so glad that they could be on the show. Please give it up to Anania. How are you today, my love? Yes. Yes, hey. We did it, Joe.
We did not do it, Joe. We did not do it, Joe. Joe, we did not do it. We didn't do it.
Joe, stop.
my word of the week has been uncomfortable, especially after the election. Like I've just been something's been off with my soul. Something shifted.
Yes.
Something shifted.
It's uncomfortable. Yes, really.
Well,
yes. That's very it. That's very much what it's giving.
Yeah.
This whole entire life is just uncomfortable. And now you got monkeys running around South Carolina, the bird flu.
Okay, I saw.
It's just why not? Why not?
I read this.
What?
Speaking of monkeys, this is so random, but I have ADHD. I saw this thing that was like, monkeys and gorillas have been speaking in ASL for years now, but they've never asked a question.
They said they ain't saying a motherfucking thing. They said, "Girl, I have nothing
I get
to
it.
ask you."
I get it.
They said, "No."
I get it.
They said they were around them and said, "This humans are messed up. I'm not gonna."
Oh, and it's fuck Mudang too. Can I say that? Fuck Mudang. Throw her ass on the grill. Yes.
Eat that cat. Yeah, fuck
like
you,
chicken.
Mudang.
Yeah.
Mudang, you
Wait,
was
for what?
cute up to November 3rd.
Wait, what happened? What happened?
You didn't say
What happened,
anything about Mudang.
Mudang was given an ultimatum. And she was given two, like, I don't know what it was. It was like it was a pile of food that had Kamala's face on it and a pile of food that had Trump's face on it, and she ate Trump's cake.
And they said Trump was gonna win,
right?
And
like she's the next goddamn groundhog.
That Trump was gonna win.
Okay.
I think the Russians got to Mudang. I really do. I think.
Okay, I'm not using. First of all, John, you are not shit.
The Russians got.
You are not shit. You have rode for Mudang for weeks
up to November 3rd.
You have been. I cannot believe you would tell her out like this. She is a child. She don't know better yet. You gonna throw her in the bus like this?
I just think she should have been more responsible with her platform.
She should have stuck like chaperone and said, I'm not giving a comment on this.
That part.
Well, hold on. Okay, so she now could we interpret possibly that she ate the Trump cake because she hated him? Like, it's good possible that she ate it because she hated it. Like, possible that not that she's a groundhog, but that she ate it because she hates Trump. Like, could that have been the thing?
No.
Can we?
They asked Mudang what cake, who was gonna win. They asked Mudang who was gonna win.
You change on Hippo so quick. It really be your own.
It really do. It really do be your own.
Shade.
No, I cannot do this.
And it's fine. And it's fine.
Okay, well, as we settle you and I into the hot seat today, we're gonna kick off our show like we do every week and give our flowers to Miss Tisha Campbell with our Still Here segment. And for today's Still Here question, we have two controversial ones for y'all. And I mean, I guess not controversial as Mudang, R.I.P. to our girl. But what is an underrated white bop for you? An overrated black bop for you. Now, I'll go first. We'll pass it to John, then we'll pass it to you and Anania.
Okay.
But actually, no, we'll pass it me, and then I'd be you, then be John. So my underrated white bop is that song "My Love" by Jess Glynn. Not both her acoustic version and the pop version. Now, and I know I saw a video of you saying that white folks snap with that one song with Sam. Was it Omen or was it Lash with Sam Smith? But you had compared to Rather Be by Clean Bandit, which also features Jess Glynn.
That's where
that white girl can sing. That white girl can sing, okay? That little hair girl, that girl can sing. And I said, no what? Jess Glynn, underrated. People don't give her a flower for the voice that she got, but the vocals are vocally. I'm over it, but
come here, I will thank you. Kiss the shot. Okay, that's all we can sing because we don't want to get in trouble. But still.
So my overrated black box. Now listen, I do love the song, and I will sing it if it's on. But I'm tired of everyone have this on every playlist about love. And that's just Let Me Love You by Mario.
Oh.
This is my thing.
Oh,
Sir
Mario.
No, but listen, you're basically asking a girl to cheat on her man with you. And yes, I know her man not treating her right, and I get that. But Mario didn't say, leave your man, come to me. He just said, let me love you while you're still in this. And that to me, and then he was saying, that's what you need, baby.
Wow.
First of all, how do you know what she needs? You don't know.
Did we see the music video? Did we see the visuals?
Yeah.
Is there a story here?
Yeah. So yes, and I am separating the artist from the art on this one, okay? because on this one, no. Okay. By lyrics alone, no. And also, again, the song, I love the song, but I feel like sometimes, like if it comes up, well, I sing it, yes, but sometimes I'm like, y'all, we do not need to stop this hard for this man. Like it's not like that for me. But that's just me. Again,
But do people? No, I'm not trying to be shady. Do people really go that hard for Mario?
No, but for that song.
I
not
think,
for him, for the song.
I think Mario had his moment. I do know.
Okay.
I feel like I don't know. I couldn't say a title of his songs, but I probably do know.
That's the one song I do know.
He tried to come back when he was in Rent Live. He tried to come back when he was in Rent Live. And listen, objectively, he has a great voice. I just don't, he didn't. He didn't burn as bright as maybe he should have.
Sure.
Which is unfortunate. But people really ride for this song, and that's what I'm saying.
Also, what a terrible marketing strategy. You know, because I'm going dum. You know, I'm not going. I'm not going. Smooth R&B.
Yeah.
I'm okay. I just, but that's just me. So, Anna, how about you?
Oh, okay, so is the prompt is underrated white bop and underrated
yes.
Overrated black bop.
Overrated black bop. Okay, I love how we're putting black people down.
It really be your own.
It really do be your own. Okay, you already said it. My underrated white bop is probably Rather Be. I think it's like the perfect example of a pop song. Like I think everyone
that comes on in the club.
I think everyone is trying to get to Rather Be, and it's not even about. I mean, she has a great voice, but it's not insane. It's about how effective every second of that song is.
Was
every time that song counts.
Yeah,
that song hits.
Every second is
it
changed pop.
Okay.
It changed pop. She had girls sick.
Yes. She did.
Overrated black bop. Ooh, I couldn't. I do like the song again now, but I really couldn't get into it. What's the one with? I know he's not black, but it was Bruno Mars and Cardi B. What was that song?
Oh,
that's Please Me.
Was it the Please Me song?
No.
Or was it Finesse.
Thank you.
Okay. I was like, how's it go?
Yeah. I could not stand that song for a while. It was just everywhere.
I love that you chose I was okay. I was I love that you chose a main non-black musician in terms of Bruno Mars. Cardi B obviously counts, but I was like, okay. So you said I shall not pit black against each other.
Well, I was thinking more so for the culture. That song is culturally black.
You're right. It is. Okay. Facts. It is.
Right.
And you're right. It is.
That man does not have a white man as a reference at all. Bruno Mars has. I feel like Bruno Mars hasn't even seen a white person.
No.
Do they exist to him?
I don't know.
Is he like?
And I
love Elvis maybe, but he's very much giving.
Sure.
He's very much giving.
But even then, Elvis got it from a black person. So
right. So Elvis did steal it from black people. Let's make that very clear.
Check the material.
Yes. Let's check the material.
Right.
Yes. So,
John, how about you?
As for me, so I'm just gonna say this. I believe, and it still makes me very sad that Natalie Imbruglia's Wrong Impression did not get the timing and the support that it deserved. That song is fire. If you've never heard it, listen to it. Natalie Imbruglia's Wrong Impression. She's the girl who sang Torn. Remember Torn? Nothing's right, I'm torn. I'm a little late. This is how I feel. She has a song called Wrong Impression, and it is, in my opinion, one of the best, like the instrumentation of the song. You know I love music. Instrumentation of the song, from the violin to the chords to the way that key changes. There's multiple key changes in the song, and it's just a very beautiful song. It really should have been Grammy nominated, and it did not get its time. So I'm gonna say Natalie. The song that I absolutely think is overrated, that I literally will burn down a building to not hear, is "This Is How We Do It" by Montel Jordan.
This is how we do it.
I fucking
This is how we do it.
That damn song.
I can give you another lyric in that song.
I can give you the entire thing. Oh my god.
Hate that song with a deep-seated passion.
This is how we do it.
I think it is the worst. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Like, every time I hear it, I literally, my ears.
No, really?
It is the worst the most overrated. This is how we know. Wow, it's Friday. All of the song. He sings it just like that. And
The
it's like,
punk's on the
why?
left side.
Why are you
But he
singing
reached when
it
he's
like
horny and he
this?
turned it up.
Nothing
This
to
is
say
how
Like
we
a
about
guy
it.
do
with
it.
his truck.
No.
Wait,
Nobody wants
John,
to, you gotta get your groove on. Nobody wants to get their groove on.
before you go get paid.
No,
Yes, so
it's
come on, come and throw your hands
stupid.
up.
The
Oh
stupidest song
no.
I've
I have
ever heard in my life. And let's talk about this. Nobody wants to get their groove on Friday. We have had a long week. We are tired. Niggas want to go to bed. I want to lay down far away from you
No,
singing anything about this. No, this
no.
is not how we do it. I'm going to bed.
Oh,
I'm done.
I have a new vocal stem this week. Yes.
Uh,
This
you gotta
is
get
how
your
we do it.
I knew vocal stem, bitch. I'm weak. You said new vocal stem. Honestly, John, I'm gagged. I'm gagged. I will say, if I hear that song on not on Friday, I do get perturbed. I'm like,
Yes.
why is the song playing on Saturday or Sunday?
It's
He says it's Friday night. Like, why would I do it
it
Friday
is
night? It
absolutely
only hits what's on Friday
What's the
nights. But
song? Is it Sexy Red? It's 7 p.m.
which
Friday.
one?
95 degrees. I ain't got no nigga in them nigga.
Oh, yeah, and it ain't got me.
So you can only listen to that
Glorilla.
song on Friday?
correct.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
Songs about dates.
Why do it on a Sunday? I love
Right.
Glorilla, but that's the Sunday song is gonna be saved for her song with Kirk Franklin.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just
Hallelujah. Okay, maybe.
Hallelujah.
Amen.
I've gone off the rocks here talking about Sexy Red. So with that being said,
Well, that's Sexy
now that
Red.
we have
We
told you
gotta
how we
stop.
really feel and you probably are getting ready to turn this episode off, we've got to take a short break to pay some bills. But when we come back, we are going to kiki with our good sis, a walking legend about what it means to be an artiste in a using art as a resistance. We'll be back in a second.
This is how we do it.
I hate it here. And we are Black Fam. And we are excited to get into a rich conversation with our girl Anania about art as resistance. So, we're going to talk about multiple things while we are here. But the one thing that we definitely wanted to talk about with them is really thinking about this idea of like how folks kind of use their art to express themselves differently. We know our guest here is no exception. Essentially, really thinking about Gen Z artists paving the way and the path forward, specifically against oppression. And I'm thinking, I keep thinking about something I've been thinking a lot about since everything came down with the what do you call that, with the election. I keep thinking about Toni Morrison's quote about this idea of like now in these moments, this is the time for us to be the most artistic, to really get into our art and use our art to really help liberate people. And so I guess what I really wanted to start with is that I know that you in your mind didn't start off with your stuff trying to be art per se, right? But there is art to what you do and how you do it. So when you saw that the space was missing online for fun, relatable, quick-witted, just kind of like real good Judy content, what made you feel like you had to be the person to fill that?
Well, I feel like I'm coming from a place of I was an artist first, and then I saw that there was a need for people to be like as authentic as they could in a way.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I love my manager so much because they always say this. They say I'm an artist that has to make content rather than I'm a content creator who's trying to be an artist. You know what I mean? I always wanted to like let people know that whatever they're going through is not something that is specific. It's not something that is like damning. It's not something that they can't get through. You know what I mean? And I know when I was like transitioning from like, just going from college to not going to college, like graduating. That's what I meant. I know when I was graduating college, like when I was in like junior year or senior year, I felt like really alone a lot of the time. And honestly, like, and this is so dumb and it's so Gen Z, but like getting online and seeing people like me, like going through stuff and being honest and like figuring out how to be an adult, how to be themselves, like how to take away like the pressures that they had when they were in childhood and like all these different things that I felt supported. And I felt like not only could I add to the conversation, I wanted to support other people who wanted to as well.
Yeah. That's really dope. That's really, really dope.
I think part of your charm, of the charm of your content, is that you truly share about the conversations like we're all thinking of to ourselves, which I really like value a lot. Like a lot of times when I see your videos, I'm like, I have a conversation with myself all the time. I just never like do it out loud. And you do it in such a light and true way, but like it's also vulnerable. And like I want to be like I want to acknowledge being vulnerable online at a young age is not
It's
easy,
really
especially
scary.
today,
Yeah.
especially in this world, especially in this climate, especially with the results of our election. So I'm curious to ask, like, what keeps you motivated to do it?
I think it's the people who follow me. Like I really do have fun like interacting with people in my comment section and stuff like that. Also the friends that I've made that are also creators
Mm,
like keep me inspired and keep me sane, I guess. I,
Mm,
um yeah. I think it's definitely the people that I'm doing it for that make me feel inspired
mm,
and like safe to do so.
mm,
I think the
mm,
thing with vulnerability is like and like trying to keep like a lighter tone on my page, which I do like
mhm,
quote unquote like sober up and like, this is serious, this is what we should do, like pay attention to this. But I think I try to keep a relative happy tone because I've just been through so much and like at a certain point it's like I don't want to be my circumstances. I want to this is who I want to be and I'm gonna tell you who I am rather than, let these
mhm,
things that
mhm,
happen to me determine like how I proceed. I think I'm because of my circumstances and not I think I'm in spite of my circumstances and not because of them.
mhm, mhm.
Ooh, I was gonna say I love you saying that because I think that's like it's such a I think such a uniquely queer and black experience
Yes.
to show up in that way, to be able to say like I'm not going to let the circumstances of my life define me
Mhm.
and make that be my whole personality. Like I'm actually able to use it to create something else with it. I think that is just a huge testament to like what being black and queer and black and like and being black and queer at the same time, or like black, queer, and trans and
Right.
non-binary, like being that at the same time intersectionally is like that's like the testament of the magic that we have. So I
Yeah.
love the answer.
And if I can add something to that too, I would say for me, I think that's a big part of what makes all of us. And I've said this so many times on the show, but there's something so special about Black queer people, and I think that's what makes things so healing for us. Whenever we touch something, there's this element of we're telling people how to engage with us, and
Mm.
we're leading people to understand us and to comprehend us. Right? We're telling people and again, I talk a lot about this in my book, right? Telling people how to love you, telling people how they need to show up for you. I think all of that is really a big something that I believe, or at least I
Mm.
see factored into your art and into your work. And I definitely say I was a fan before this, but hearing you say that, it really, I don't know why, just this week for something, for some reason or another, and maybe it is because of all we've been through the last couple of weeks. It speaks a lot to me in the sense of that. So thank you for that.
Thank
The
you.
next thing, yeah, yeah. I always believe in giving people their flowers because I don't think we do it enough, especially to Black queer creators. This
Mm.
this industry is so rough to us and is so dismissive of what we bring to the table, and I think it's really cool to know that you're existing in a space it's necessary. Folks need to see you and hear you.
Mm.
Um, but that being said, we wasn't gonna let you get up out of here without talking about your fashions, because let me tell you something. If y'all don't follow the baby on TikTok, if there's one thing Mother is going to do, Mother is going to dress. And I have seen you out in the cold. I have seen you in the
Yes.
summer. I have
Yes.
seen you in the winter. I've
Aw.
seen you in all the seasons, and Mother looks good. And so I will say that, as much as, like, for instance, with Kadar and with a lot of the stuff you do on your socials, I find that yes, there's a story. Yes, you might be saying something quick witted or fun, but I feel like the fashion also is a story too. Like, you're
Mm.
still saying something when you get in front of the camera. And so, with that being said, I know a lot of your content features you both in and out of drag. I know a lot of it is very much femme realness. You're giving kind of this soft touch, and it's just great to see. And so I guess I wanted to ask, where does your sense of expression come from? How does it push you to be more free with not only just the content you create, but with people?
That's a great
Mm.
question. Wow.
Hmm.
I feel like I've been struggling a lot with like um I don't know. I feel like I've been struggling a lot with like trying to differentiate like the different parts of who I am, you know? Like it's not
Mm.
the most simple thing to be a trans drag queen.
Yeah.
So it's like I look like this now, but then I might do like a softer beat when I'm in my, you know, my she her era, and you know,
Mhm.
then I do
Mhm.
this hyper femininity when I perform and stuff, and I just think that it's a little confusing, especially for people who haven't like walked with me this entire way. You know what I mean? They don't know where I'm
Right,
coming from
right.
with it. When I meet new people and I'm like in quote unquote girl mode, you know, they think I'm in drag or there's some kind of like performance that I'm putting on. But really I'm only doing that
Right.
when I'm wearing a middle part bust down and my eyes are the size of a football field. You know what I mean? Like
Right, 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 right.
it's always
Mhm.
hard to like compartmentalize that. But I
Mm.
think it also adds to like my talent, like I pride myself on like my ability to like transform and like makeup for me has always been like a way to express like how I'm feeling, to make me feel more confident. I always call it
Yeah.
armor
Yeah.
and stuff, you know, because
Mm.
it's really like it helps. It helps like ease dysphoria and like it gets me closer to what I feel and what I see in the mirror. You know what I mean? But also like
Mm.
falling in love with how I look without makeup on and without surgeries and all that kind of stuff. Like
Mhm.
it, it, I feel like it encourages me to encourage other people to be themselves. Like, and I say this all the
Yes.
time, but like, I want people to be okay without having to worry about like, is my lace unclockable or how
Mm.
small can I get my waist? And like, I need the biggest
Mm.
ass in the world. Like, I want people to be comfortable in their own bodies. And I feel like
Mm.
Mm.
that comes into my content where I'm like willing to just I'm willing to show myself at any
Show
stage,
up.
you know? I'm
Yeah.
willing to show myself when I'm in high fashion, when I'm ready for the stage, or when I'm like this, or when I'm in my do-rag, and you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, there's just
Mhm.
things that
Mhm.
I'm willing to compromise on to show people that, you know, you don't have to present all the time. You can
Mhm.
just be, and I feel like a lot of people would like to
Yeah.
see
Yeah,
a
especially now. Yeah, yeah, especially now, not that, yeah, I didn't wanna step on you, but I think you speak to something that I think we've said so many times on this show. I think social media, especially like Instagram and TikTok, it has gotten people to believe that you always have to look a certain type of
yes.
way to to be taken seriously, you know, and I will even say it for myself. I found in the last couple of weeks, I've been doing a lot more like vocal videos when I'm just in my bonnet and my contacts are out. I get more engagement with people who are laughing and like feeling like, I guess they feel more like John is
Mm.
just coming to the camera versus me trying to, hey everybody, it's
Yeah.
John and I have this thing to tell you. Like I
Hmm.
just think there's a certain element of real that sometimes is missing in social media world. And I love that you're saying like there are layers to all of this shit. And I'm really hoping that
Mm.
everyone sees those layers and
Yeah.
understands that each one of those layers are important.
I used to feel like
Yeah.
if I wasn't in makeup, then I shouldn't make videos, and then I had to instantly nip that in
Mm.
the bud because I was like, "Why? I have the same exact voice with or without this wig on." You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I
Right.
should be able to make a joke and say something important and keep it pushing. Really, you know?
Mhm, mhm. Yes, I love it.
You know, I feel like you said the word compromise, and to me, I honestly like I don't think it's really like a compromise or a negotiation. I think it's actually super real to say like I can like whatever I wear, I am still gonna be like that girl.
Amen.
Whether I am dressing up like to the nines or or I'm just gonna be in like a t-shirt and gym shorts. Like it's like like that actually has nothing. I think to me, what I see with you, it's like it demonstrates that the way in which you show up, like in terms of dress, like in dress, like is only one articulation of who you are.
Yeah.
But people come to see you be who you are over anything, and I think that's really incredibly special because because I mean like yes like when you have the hair on and you have the makeup, everyone's like, oh my girl, yes, but no, but I don't think you're compromising on yourself at all, or that people see as a compromise. I think people actually do see it as like, oh, like I actually can be myself at any given moment and like dress in any way at any given time, and like that will actually not change. how people receive me because they still rock with me, they still love me, they still know I'm a fierce ass person, a funny ass person, a dope ass person. And so yeah, like, I just want to offer that I think what you do is like such a true and real thing, especially in a world in a time where, to your point, people are always trying to show their like best selves.
Mm-hmm.
And like, girl, sometimes like like your best self isn't the self wearing Gucci. The best self that you
Amen.
have
Amen.
is the best self where where you look in your face like you are happy to be present at that moment in time.
The girls who get it, and the girls who don't.
Don't. Okay. Period.
Yeah.
Period. Okay. So for our last question in this segment, we could not have you on the show and not bring up your amazing show, Gaydar, because personally I love watching it and I'm so curious. So I have two questions and then ask of you.
Okay.
Like, how did you come up with it? What's your process of making the questions and finding people for it? Like, just like walk us through how that experience is, and then also, can we get a taste of it
Yes,
here?
you could come here and just.
Can we flip it to you and you give us a taste of it here as well?
Yes.
See,
Yeah.
I don't want to reveal too much about how we do it because that's kind of the magic of it. But I do owe this.
Okay.
I do owe this all to a production company called Mutuals, ran by Amelia Montooth.
Ooh.
She's our director, producer, and Emmett Sandberg and Roman. I don't know how to say Roman's last name. Sorry, Roman, I love you. They came up with this idea to like. It was at first called Strapped for Cash, where we would give $1 to someone who got a question right about queer culture, queer history. But then it evolved into what Gaydar is now, where it's just like trying to entertain people while also giving them information by the end of the episode. Like, it's entertainment, but it's also like you walk away with 10 party facts about, queer history and queer culture that you didn't know before. It's like this, like,
so fun.
Really easy way of osmosis of just like giving people information and things that they should care about, names, dates, that kind of stuff,
Okay.
Okay. I guess I should you want me to just ask a couple of questions and see if we get it right?
Sure.
I mean, is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, if you like, especially here in this production studio, I want you in trouble.
I'll just make sure to send my rates over after the episode. But yes,
I know that's right. Mother said she's got to get paid.
No, I'm kidding.
She needs the coin.
I'm totally kidding. It's not like that. But okay, I guess my first question is, and we say this all the time because I feel like there was this one day where we asked this one question like maybe 60 times. But anyway, who was the first woman, the first trans woman to be on the cover of Time magazine?
Wasn't it Laverne Cox?
Okay, good job.
Tipping Point, 2015.
That's
period.
That's correct. Okay. What was Harvey Milk's job in San Francisco?
He was he. Oh my gosh,
he had a photo studio, didn't he?
He had a camera shop.
It was a camera shop.
Camera shop, but his role was like in
significance. I'm looking for significance. No shade. No shade to Harvey Milk and his
and the camera shop,
in his camera shop. I'm sure he was
a
wonderful cameraman.
The girl doing to make some coin. Right. I was like, Mama had a camera shop, but yeah, she was a part of the city council.
Okay, good job. What year?
Like, I know my Bay Area history. Come on now. Yes.
I think that wasn't correct, but I also don't have my cards. I'm only me with my cards.
What was? I'm a Google it. What was
Harvey? It was like some high up city council.
I think he was mayor.
She was she was a politician.
They called her mayor of the Castro, but he was not actual mayor.
Shit, maybe
you know what? We're all wrong. His real job, he was a city supervisor.
Okay. Supervisor.
He sure was.
Girl, that's basically council. Basic council.
Mm-hmm.
That's basic council.
It's close enough. I'll give it to you.
Exactly.
I guess my last question. What year was the progress flag made? And a bonus point if you know where it's from. Or where it was made. Yeah.
Shit.
I don't know that one.
When? 2000. Ooh, was it in the 2000s? It was in the 90s.
It was in the 2000s.
2000 and 2004, 2008.
I don't know those ones.
2012.
Let me make sure.
Are you talking about the one with the arrows?
Yeah. It has the brown, the pink, the white, and the intersect circle.
I want to say 2012 too, and I might be lying.
I'm just going in increments of 4. 2016.
It
I know.
is.
I
I think
think
it's
it was 2012 or
2018. I think it's
2008.
2018.
Was it 2018? I know
Really?
It's
Oh,
the
that's the next person who created it, though, right? Isn't that
yes,
right?
that is correct.
Okay. I was gonna
Mhm.
say I know. Yeah, progress
This is
flag.
the crazy thing, and I know they're gonna do this one day. They're gonna switch it around, and I'm gonna be the guest on the show, and they're gonna be upset. Okay, I
Oh, I can't wait.
hey
Yeah.
I almost did that today, but I was like, no, no, no. Like,
yeah.
let's stick with
Thank you for
Anania so
keeping
they
my
can go.
Mhm.
image clean.
Yes. So you are right, Joho. It was
Okay.
2018. It
Ab-
was
it
2018.
was
Oh, okay,
2018.
okay. Oh,
And it was
interesting.
Daniel
Okay.
Quasar who was the one who designed it for it was a considered it was called the Now Gallery, and it took place
Ah,
it was actually Victoria Albert's Museum in London. So it actually started with yeah, for it was actually just for display, and then it was kind of
what's
taken
the
back for
poem?
folks to be able to kind of use it. So I'm here for that. Okay, I know that's
Yes.
right.
Oh, that was cute. Okay. Okay,
You.
but people really do get really do get tripped up on these questions, yeah?
Yes.
Mhm. I mean, I think there's like so many. Okay, there's a couple of things, right? Like one, we shouldn't know this much information. I feel like humans, just as a species, should not be inundated with so much
Mm,
information. Like
Mhm.
we could know everything essentially.
Mhm.
mm,
Anything that we've
mhm,
learned so far as a human race, we can know. So I give grace there, but I'm also like a lot of people get a lot of misinformation. They have to unlearn a lot of things. You know, I feel like a lot of
mhm.
people don't read articles all the way through. That's what it's
Mhm.
about. You know, it's trying to teach people to
Oh,
like
interesting.
to pay attention really when they're like consuming media.
Right.
Okay. Ah,
Mm.
amazing, amazing. Well, if I'm in Brooklyn, I'm gonna come find you, and
Oh
I'm
my
like,
god, yes. Let me know.
put me on your show.
Let
They
me
Put me
know.
on
will
your
be
show.
on
I
the
mean,
I'm
show.
down.
also like, I'll come find you and just like kick you with you if that's
Yeah,
okay.
let's do it.
You're amazing. Okay, so now thank you for indulging us. I appreciate it so very much. Now this segment has inspired everyone listening to "Cut Back on Renaissance" by Beyonce because we have all moved on too quickly from it. We're gonna take another quick break. When we come back, we are going to be here with some rapid fire questions for our girl.
This is how we do it.
I am so angry.
Stop! Stop! Okay, I'm screaming. I'm trying to like hold back a laugh. And we are back like Trump with the concept of a plan. Can I just say,
Oh
when
my
someone was like,
god.
"What's your plan?" He said, "I have a concept." To me, absolutely demonstrated
Concept of
Wow.
a plan, honey. This whole show is
just
a concept of a
demonstrated
plan.
entirely
Yes,
like
God.
the idea of misogyny. Because if Kamala ever said,
Yeah.
Yes.
"I have a concept," we would have eaten her alive.
Whole life
They
is
used to
a
have a
concept of
concept.
a
They
plan.
said,
Hold
"Girl,
on. The fact that
we
she
love a
was the
concept."
most qualified elect ever in the
Ever.
history of the country,
Ever.
and
She
she
is the
lost to
only
someone with
person
the
to
concept of the plan.
she so pause before we jump into our second. She has held a job at every single level of any type of federal. You can't like there are three different levels, and she's had all three of those jobs.
Yeah,
My
Whoa.
God, my God,
yeah,
like it blows my
yeah.
mind. Blows my
And
mind.
instead we put the guy who would probably forget his name on a group paper. Like it was just sad. But
Yeah.
anyways, now that we are back, we want to take some time to ask Anaya some rapid fire questions to be on the lighter side of life right now and have a little bit of fun. Is that cool with you, Boo?
I am so cool with that.
Okay, so this will be rapid fire questions, and you just gotta respond to these.
Okay.
Morning person or night owl?
Night owl.
First thing you do when you wake up.
I can't say that online.
How you
Oh,
doing?
how you doing?
How you
What's your
doing?
go-to? What's your go-to comfort food?
Chinese food.
Last show you binge watched.
Adventure Time. I'm still watching it.
I
Okay.
love to see it. Okay, favorite season of the year. Grammys.
Winter.
Would you rather teleport or time travel?
Teleport.
One word to describe yourself.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
okay,
Okay.
okay, I live.
So if you could only eat one cuisine for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Crab Ragoons.
Oh,
Period.
taste. Favorite holiday?
Halloween.
As it should
Yes.
be.
Good answer.
You did amazing,
The
by the way.
Oh,
most
thank
you
you.
did, and you
Thanks.
did. She
Thank
ate
you.
that, girl. She ate it. Most random thing you've Googled recently.
How is thread made?
Okay.
Ooh.
Would you rather wait? Pause. How is thread made?
I don't know. I got too overwhelmed. I literally got too.
Oh,
There was like two. Like I was like, I
oh,
don't get it.
how you make thread? Okay,
Yeah,
word.
that is a good question.
I got
Would you rather always be too hot or too cold?
too cold. Too cold. Too cold. Too cold.
Yes, you can always get cold. You can always get warm, but you can never
Yes.
get cold. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard when you're hot. All right. If you could have dinner with any historical figure, who would it be?
Oh God. Whitney Houston.
Sometimes. Sometimes. All right. And what is your guilty pleasure?
The smell of like old basements.
Okay.
Specific.
Mine is
Mhm.
matches. I love the smell of some good lit
Ooh.
matches.
Ah!
Oh my God. My
Love when
God.
things are burning. Yes.
Like this country. What is your biggest pet peeve?
When people chew with their mouth open.
Gross. Mhm.
Ooh, okay.
Mhm.
If you weren't doing what you do now, what would your dream job be?
Forensic psychology.
Oh, come on, CSI. What's the first app you check in the morning?
What was the question?
What's the first app you check in the morning?
Probably Twitter.
What's your signature dance move?
I love this is what it's the double
Period.
L's.
Can you just, so I just have to ask because, and I feel so old asking this, but like, when is the best moment to use this?
I think it's
what?
the same way that you would say period, zhuzh. Like it's
Okay.
the emphasis, you know.
Okay, thank you, because when people use it, I'm like, okay, like what's the content?
And
And so for those who are not watching,
you have to get out of frame.
You got to put your two L's in your hand. For those who are not watching us live,
it's the way you act
on the YouTube.
Okay,
just your hand.
Tea or coffee?
Tea.
Would you prefer to live in a city or on the beach?
City.
Superpower that you choose.
Whatever Raven had going on from Teen Titans.
Oh, no.
Okay, come on now, Azrath, Metreon Zenthos.
Absolutely.
What's your favorite emoji? What's your favorite emoji to use?
The crying one.
No. And what's the best advice you've ever received?
This is, I guess it's not rapid fire, but I read this book, Ocean Vuong on Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous, and they were talking about how to refer to things not as violently. Like when you say you ate that, you slayed that, like try to find a different way.
I've read that. Yes, like the pulling the trigger and all of that and stuff. Yeah, I've read that.
You're a beast, like trying to say, things of positivity rather than in violence.
Yes. So I'm gonna ask you just maybe one or two more. What is the last song you played?
Disease,
on
Lady
repeat.
Gaga.
On repeat?
Disease, Lady Gaga. Yeah, I'm doing it next week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh. Well, yeah, you got to learn it. So,
yeah.
What is one thing you can't live without?
I don't. Oh, maybe like makeup brushes.
That's fair. Very fair. I'm like that about my brushes for my hair. I need my hairbrush. Yes, God.
I guess I could do it with hands.
We got two more for you. If you could switch lives with anyone for a day, who would it be? And what would you do?
RuPaul, cast me.
Okay. Yes. Okay. I'm a RuPaul and then I'm a cast. Okay.
RuPaul end fracking.
Oh,
but okay.
Now you're trying to cancel me. No, I want everyone to know this is a rapid fire question. I wasn't thinking of all of
You are not made aware. You are not made aware.
Hey.
Okay.
I'm trying to uphold my platform, my kingdom.
My God. What is the last one? What is something you wish you were better at?
Asking for help.
Amen. That's very much. That's a real one because I'm real good at drowning.
I'm trying.
I think you're doing a good job, sis.
But it's like I can do it. And I could probably do it better than you could.
T, There's a very mutual feeling until you realize that you're like, help Nene, what did Nene say? Help me, support me, bitch.
Support me, bitch.
Until you realize that you drown and you're just like, support me, bitch. Yes, I definitely understand that. Well, this has been fun. This is something that I want to implement with all of our guests from here on out. It's just a way to get to know you better, and also just a great way for people to know you when they go over to your site and kind of engage with your stuff. So thank you for participating. And with that being said, we're going to take our last break of the episode to come back with y'all's favorite segment, Yes Ma'am and No Ma'am Pam. More in a sec. All right, everybody. So y'all know how we wrap up the show around here. This is where we give people, this is our Yes Ma'am, No Ma'am, Pam segment. This is where we either give people their flowers or we hit them with them. And this week, I'm going to go ahead and start with the idea of my Yes Ma'am being to our ancestors for reminding us how big and how fearful the world is of us. And I say this because I know last week, we had a moment where we were talking very openly and honestly about how we were all feeling around not only just the elections, but just in general, the stress of being a Black queer person and being so visible. And I really wanted to just take a moment to kind of like reset and just say, like, as much as we are all probably, there's multitudes of emotions, right? Some of us are scared, some of us are concerned, some of us are worried. I definitely want us to tap into this idea that our ancestors really, really have taught us that we literally are the power. We are the reason why people are shaking at their core. We are the reason why people want to be us in so many ways. Why do you think our lingo is used, right? Mm-hmm. People steal our lingo, people steal our style. People want to be us in so many different ways because of the ways that we show up in different spaces. And so I just really wanted to say yes. Thank you to, Audrey. Thank you to James Baldwin for giving us the language. Toni Morrison. All of these people have been able to help us understand what the fuck is going on around us. And it has been so, I would say for me, like I even sat with some of James Baldwin's reading this week, and it really helped me make sense of how I felt around everything that's happening around us as a country. So I just really wanted to shout them out. Now, for my No Ma'am Pam, I wanted to say this in the same ballpark, but also not. I am sick and tired of the people who are on social talking about God has all of this under control.
Oh, say that.
I'm sick of it.
It's
and I want to say
passive. It's so
it
passive.
is so passive.
Oh my
God.
It
is so dismissive of the fear that cisgender Black women have, that trans Black women have, that queer people have, that all of us really, all of us should have, right? Mm-hmm. And I say this too because I recognize, as much as I'm a spiritual person, I recognize not everybody believes in God. Some people believe in Buddha. Some people believe there are multiple different beliefs. Christianity is not the only, and I've said this time and time again on the show. Mm-hmm. There are multitudes of religion. There are Jewish people. There are Jewish niggas. Like, there are just multitudes of religion. And to say that God has all of this under control is very, very dismissive to immigrants who are worried about what their status is going to be come January, where they're going to live, if they're going to have their children. It really, really, I'm just going to say this, and I'll probably get in trouble for saying it, but I really don't care. She going to step in and make sure that I have my rights protected. Because if God has everything under control, I have questions. No shade, right?
No, for real.
I'm in a place right now where I'm like, y'all keep saying that, and I'm tired of being your strongest warrior, mama. Like, I'm tired.
Yeah, like, I feel like a lot of people have to, I feel like, to believe in God the way that they do, like in a way that is like harmful to others, they have to concede so much. They have to willfully want to forget and to not observe how people are actually being treated. And it's like, it's just so disappointing. It's so disappointing to see.
And so before I go on a tangent, because I'm so good for it, I really want to say, I think I put this here for a reason. I think we all need to be extremely cognitive and mindful and demure about what we're saying to people in this moment, because not everything you're tweeting, not everything that you're saying is going to hit the way I think you think it's going to hit, sis. Yeah. And it's just one of those things for me. Like, this is one of the things that I really don't need to hear. Also, I also want to say too, while we're here, stop telling people that they can't block people for their political views. Because I don't, you can't block there are a lot of things I'm not doing now because I know that there are people around me who voted for Trump. I'm just not going to do it. Not gonna do it. And I said on the last episode, I have the right to protect my peace. And if blocking people who I feel like are harming me is the way for me to protect that peace, that's what I'm gonna do. So that's it. But what about you, sis? What are your yes ma'ams and no ma'am Pams for this week?
Okay, give me my flowers too, and then who am I gonna hit them with, right? Okay.
Okay, yes.
Honestly, I'm gonna keep it. One of my friends, her name is Shallon. She's also a content creator. Everyone go follow Shallon. I want to give her flowers. She's always like, she's so consistent, and honestly, whenever I see her videos, I stop, I listen. Like, I'll listen to her videos like a podcast. Like it's like I love Shallon, and I think she is severely underrated, even though she's like at the top of her game. One of the most beautiful people, one of the nicest people. And I love her, and I miss her so much. And I'm probably gonna see her again soon. She's just a really good friend, and she's like one of those people like online, like that are so genuine when the camera turns off, but also so genuine when the camera is on. It's just so inspiring to see. And honestly, like I don't know who I would be as a content creator if we weren't mutuals. So I love her. I love Shallon. Everyone go.
How do we spell her name so we can make sure that we tag her in the?
I think her at is CHALLXN, but you spell her name CHALLAN. I think that's correct on all of her socials. I don't know though. Hey.
Okay, we'll find her. We will get down with our microscope and we will find her.
And who am I whacking?
Yes. What is your no man Pam for the week? Yes.
No man Pam. I don't know. Can we come back to me with the no man Pam?
Sure, if you want to, yeah.
Let me think about that.
Yes, we can. No problem at all. So my yes ma'am Pam is just gonna be, while I know the election outcome was rough for all, and it's been about 2 weeks. By the time this comes out, it'll be 2 weeks since then. There we got a lot of queer wins, which is great. We have the first ever trans person in Congress. We have several queer persons of color in Congress and the Senate, which is really good. So I mean, obviously the Congress and Senate is going to be stratified one way, but we still have people that look like us in them seats, and that's good. Several states passed laws that enshrine the right to marriage, as well as more protections, and it's especially good because we know that with the new administration, there's a high chance of the Supreme Court overturning Obergefell versus Hodges, which gave us the right to marry. So with these states enshrining that into their constitutions, that means right to marry will be protected in those states. And so, so I want to say that there are some silver linings there, although more like cubic zirconia, but some linings in there for us. I know, man, Pam. It's just everyone playing the blame game. Everyone's playing the blame game right now. Everyone's mad at each other for everything. And like, listen, I just want to say, this is controversial, but like everyone is like at the third party voters. I'm like, listen, Jill Stein only got 600,000 votes the entire thing. So like, I'm so sorry, but actually we actually can't blame the Jill Stein people. Like they actually didn't do much at all. Like the only people we can blame are 70% of white men that have voted, and
it was high.
60% of white women have voted. Like, what we can blame her that? Like, let's be clear. I mean, not all the people that we can blame, but if we're gonna discuss accountability, let's discuss accountability in that way of like who actually voted, and those who voted for this man. And also instead of blaming people who did not vote, and like, well, yes, I'm like, I wish everyone voted. Maybe ask questions as to why they didn't vote and like understand why. Like just like passing blame won't do anything. And y'all being so divisive. And as someone posted today, what they said they said y'all will cut someone out for how they voted or how they not vote, but you won't count your ex that has cheated on you 4 billion times. And I was like, well, points have been made and will keep being made at this point. So
let's talk about
all y'all, okay, who have the cognitive dissonance to not like recognize different for themselves. Just let me them to all y'all.
I think I'm gonna whack my no ma'am Pam wham sham bam. I think I'm gonna have to whack Elon Musk. I'm gonna have to whack him and whack him good too. Whack him real good.
Get him for me.
Because oh my god, like the past like 3 weeks on Twitter specifically, there was no there's not one nonpartisan ad like on my feed at all. And I feel like if anyone interacted with a political tweet, they were getting tons and tons of Donald Trump content and promotion and campaigning. Like, and I'm so and let me keep whacking. Let's whack the Andrew Tates. What's the Rogan guy? Let's whack him.
Rogan.
Let's whack him. Let's whack the YouTube shorts. Ooh, wait.
Well,
Chris,
you gotta bleep that. Yeah, Chris, go ahead and bleep that.
Chris, can we take that off? I just remembered I'm on that.
We gotta bleep that. We gotta bleep it. Yeah.
Let me be more specific. I'm gonna whack all the boys who are watching YouTube.
Baby, you're cutting out.
Wait, you're cutting out.
Can you say that again?
Technology's against you, girl. Are you
back?
Google Chrome said YouTube. What you got to say, YouTube, girl?
Yeah, you mentioned YouTube, and they was like,
no.
Cut her mic.
They said, get somebody else to do it.
Am I back?
Yes, you are now.
Okay, I was saying that I want to whack all the boys who are watching right-wing propaganda on YouTube Shorts. They definitely need to get their lashing.
Get them for me. You want to know what's funny is if you've been scrolling through Twitter. So there's two things that have been happening that people have been noticing. And it's not even just me saying it. I noticed it too before someone else said it. One, people are losing followers at massive amounts, and they're saying that's because that old boy is trying to get up all of the and this is all, what do you call that when you what do they call that stuff when people are, what's the word, you don't want to be it's something that they call people when they are making like educated guesses. What do we call that? I'm tired. So no, well, that part, but also there's a word for when you call people when they're like speculating on stuff.
Conspiracy?
When people speculate. Conspiracy theory. That's it. I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist. However, there are people who have said that the profiles are disappearing because old boy is trying to clean it up in case folks come after him. And then if you notice, there are no Trump. If you notice, there's no Trump ads whatsoever anymore on the site. Everything is about like earning a living or like just random ads that they had prior to the election. So it's just a really. And
really quickly, I don't want to take up too much time, but
you're fine. You got the time.
Do we have thoughts on Kamala's concession? Like, were y'all in the hopes of demanding a recount, or
I was hoping she would demand a recount. That's where my heart was.
Yes, I'm like, this question's real, and I just want to know, like, Georgia, can we just
Georgia, Pennsylvania.
The margin is too thin for me to be like, this is okay. I just think just just run it through the machine one more time. Let's just see.
Let's just let it cook for a little bit. I was praying that we would get.
Did we count the same day votes? Did we count the absentee ballots? Like I have preguntas. Tengo más preguntas, but people don't want to answer them. So here we are.
Yeah. Like
I thought she would have. I thought she maybe would have. I appreciate that she like bowed out gracefully, and I'm also like, girl, I would have been like, you might as well go out swinging on the bitch.
It's definitely not a binary situation. I feel the same way. I feel like I get that she's probably exhausted. She probably got put on the spot. You know what I mean? And she did her best. So I get that. But I also do think it's a little contradictory to say we are going to keep fighting. But she didn't. But she didn't make every avenue.
The very next day.
It feels politically smart, I guess, in a way, just to to make the lesson of. And she said this in her concession speech, like, we will transfer power, unlike someone who didn't do that before.
Right.
But I think I just don't know if that's effective enough. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's we're like I said, it's a tough time, and it's like no matter what would have happened. And this is what I think I don't know if I mentioned this the last episode, but I'm gonna say it again. I said, there's a part of me that is happy that she's basically said, I'm gonna go ahead and put this down,
Mm-hmm.
and y'all can have it because I know she's tired. Mama was running from literally from East Coast to West Coast for all the 107 days. I felt like I've seen Kamala everywhere, and
Yeah.
so I
Making appearances on TV
yeah, I know
shows,
she's tired.
like
I know
doing.
she's tired. And
Mhm.
she's still the vice president. It's not even
Yeah.
like
Yeah. She
it's
was
not
working
even
during
Yeah.
that whole time.
right. She's literally still having to do her vice presidency work. So I'm like, I know she's tired. But the thing is, they and this is how I see it. Y'all voted for who y'all voted for, and you got what you wanted. So,
Mm-hmm.
now you got to deal with the repercussions of it. And I honestly don't feel bad. Like I know there's gonna be stuff that's gonna impact me and personally, emotionally, I'm ready for it. Um, but at the end of the day, it's like, when when you vote for who you vote for their,
When you do clown shit, and clown shit happens, don't be surprised
right.
when they
If you
don't be
vote
surprised
for
when
the
they honk your
circus to come
nose.
to town, you cannot be mad when clowns get out of the car. That's
Honk
literally
honk.
it.
Listen,
So honk honk. Yeah. So my God. So with that being said, to wrap it up and put a little bow on it, you get what you put out. And hopefully I hope all these slugs, didn't vote to get salted on. That's all I got. That being said, please send us your thoughts, your feedback, and email. It's the blackfatfempod@gmail.com. We be around here waiting for we literally be like Miss Seeley. If for any of you who are really truly Color Purple fans, when Miss Seeley be like checking the mailbox and she like, is there something for me? That's how we be sitting around
dang.
looking at our email. We just one
Now,
day,
now leave Celia out of
yeah,
this.
we just be waiting. Is
No,
something for me? And
no, we won't,
y'all
Ashley.
don't be sending us nothing. So that's all right. That's
No, we
okay.
won't
I
do
mean, we would love to hear from you. We love the messages we get on social
it.
medias. We love it. But we would love for even more.
Celia not feeling good, Pa. Well,
Yeah.
Ah! Ah!
I'm
Stop!
married now.
I's married
Um,
now.
yes, holding the ring up
Fool.
and everything as he just
Fool.
dolloped away. My God. But you can also send your thoughts via social media by interacting with our posts on Instagram and the Twitters. It may be somewhere else soon because I don't know how much longer Twitter gonna be around. My God, Twitter
Yeah.
is
Say that. Say
literally
that.
falling apart. So we may end up having to move it over to Threads and we'll keep the fun going there. Black Fat Femme Pod, y'all know where to find us. Anania, where can the dolls find you?
Y'all can find me at Anania00 on everything. ANANIA00. You can watch my new show, GAWD. I guess it's not new anymore, but it's a show that's new to me.
Yes. Yes.
GAWD show on TikTok and then GAWD show on Instagram.
Love that. I love it so much.
Mm-hmm.
Queen Joho, where can the dolls find you?
My loves, you can find me at Joho Downs across all socials. If not there, JordanDowns.com. And if not there, you can find me infiltrating the White House. Let me redact that
Yeah,
because
because I was gonna say they're gonna come for us. Oh my
someone
God,
will
no.
take that. Someone will say that. You can find me, and if not there, you can find me. You can find me. Just you can find me where the people are, wherever they are, wherever they might be.
I
Find me
wanna go where the
where the
niggas
people
are.
are. I
Mm-hmm.
wanna jump,
I
I
wanna
wanna
see
see
them
them. I
see
wanna
them
see a crowd
dancing.
boiling.
See a
You know,
crab boiling.
you
My
know, crowd,
God.
I'm not gonna crowd boil. I
I'm not
want
mad
to
at
crowd a
that.
little. I
I am
want to
not mad at
crowd
that.
boil. Okay.
Eat a
I
soft potato.
I want a little fork. What do you call them again?
Mm-hmm.
Forks with my thingamabobs. I got
Yes.
20. Okay.
I support that. I support that because we love to eat right here.
Period.
Well, with that being said, you can catch me begging y'all to purchase this book. Let me tell you something. If I knew what I knew now, if I knew now what I knew then, or if I knew then what I know now, my God, it would have taken a couple more years for y'all to get this book because I it is exhausting, and I say this with love. Thank you to everyone who has pre-ordered the book, but it's just so much. It is so much. It is so much. It is so much. And so please tell your family I need to sell 1,000 books, my God. And it has been I'm on it. I am on that train of trying to just say please buy the book. Tell your mom, give it to somebody for Christmas. This is the perfect time. This is the perfect time to give my book. Black Fat Femme, revealing the joy of media. And yes, and showing how to love yourself. The title is long, but I'll say this: it is a great read. Please go buy it. Please give it to people. Also, if you can spare some change, head over, click on my website. Give that a 1-2. But other than that, outside of me begging for change for y'all to buy my book, you can catch my black ass on a boat. I am taking a much needed vacation.
Yes.
And when I tell you the ways I plan to lay my fat ass on one of those deck chairs and eat all the ice cream cones and all the pizza slices and eat all the unseasoned tacos, because the Carnival don't be seasoning their food like that. But just in generals, I will be laying there just being with my titties out. I'm just gonna have all of the body on that chair because mother is tired and I'm so due for a vacation. My God. So yes, that is where you will find me in the next couple of days. Other than that, we want to thank our producer Bay Wang for handling all the logistics. And let me reset that. All right, y'all. With that, we want to thank our producers Bay Wang and everybody over at iHeartMedia for keeping this show up and running. How you doing? We also like to shout out our wonderful editor Chris Rogers, because without him, we wouldn't have a show or visuals. Giselle.
Don't do that for her. She gave us Kim Anderson.
No.
You notice how she gave me the best song on the album. Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. You see how she did that for me? Absolutely.
Yeah, but still, I still like there could have been more there. I get it. Bodyguard, I get it, ma'am. But I still Lifeguard, I get it. But I'm gonna need I need more. I need more. There's just like you're playing with us at this point. The fact that you have this Halloween
it was nasty
party,
where she gave us that before she gave us anything Renaissance. I was like, that was not a little nasty work, but okay, girl. Like she's gonna skip with.
She's playing with us at this point now and trolling us, and it's really. I'm really praying that Act 3 is really just gonna give us everything we've been asking for, and then she can finally be like, "Look, eat now, go away." But with that being said, Giselle, I still got my eye on you. I love you, girl, but I'm gonna need them visuals. All right, that has been another show. This has been fun. Stay black, fat, femme, and fabulous. And remember, we may not be your cup of tea, but drink some water. You probably need it anyway. I love us for real. Bye.
Bye.
This is how we do it.
Dude, stop.